The Real Price of Our Clothes by Grace F.P. We all love the new and trendy clothes and clamor for the cheapest prices we can find. But do we know the real price of the clothes we love? Most likely it was made by a worker who's most likely a young girl working a 16-hour shift for $1 a day, 7 days a week, most likely in a sweatshop. A sweatshop is a factory which has very low pay, very bad conditions, and long hours. Sweatshops are a global crisis. They are found in every country. One of the largest industries to profit from sweatshops is the garment industry. Some of the cheapest labor in the world is in a small poor country in Southeast Asia called Bangladesh. Bangladesh has 4,825 garment factories and 3.5 million factory workers. The majority of Bangladesh garment workers earn $68 a month. Many garment workers in Bangladesh are forced to work 14 to 16-hour shifts, 7 days a week, in extremely unsafe and unhealthy conditions with cramped spaces, bad lighting, and bad ventilation. Something that would help factory workers are labor unions, but factory owners use violence and intimidation to end labor unions from forming. Women tend to suffer the most in sweatshops. Women make up 85% of garment workers. Many women have reported discrimination and sexual harassment. Many women also report not being provided with maternity leave and are threatened or attacked when they ask for it. Husbands also report being harassed when their wives ask for it. 20-year-old factory worker Moriam Begum lost her pregnancy in the 7th month. She's making clothes for Old Navy and Gap, and she was denied maternity leave, despite being sick and suffering from exhaustion. Her husband was beaten and threatened with death because she asked for maternity leave. There have been many large-scale disasters connected to Bangladesh sweatshops. The most recent one is the Rana Plaza factory collapse in Dhaka in 2013. Which claimed the lives of 1,139 workers. Workers noticed cracks in the wall and ran out of the building, and the owner of the factory was told by police to close productions, but the next day the factory workers were back in work, and the building collapsed on them. Another tragic and avoidable disaster in Bangladesh was the Tazreen factory fire, which claimed the lives of 112 factory workers. The factory workers found that the emergency exits had been locked closed, so the workers wouldn't steal merchandise. But organizations are helping this issue. The Accord on Fire and Building Safety in Bangladesh, a legally binding agreement with Bangladeshi trade unions to help ensure safety in their factories. Though few U.S. companies have signed the accord, some did become voluntary members of Alliance for Bangladesh Worker Safety. These companies include LL Bean, Sears, and Walmart. UNICEF has done work to improve the issues of sweatshops, and sweatshops have improved over the years, but there's still more work to be done. But we can also help. We can look for brands that use fair trade, we can tell our friends about sweatshops and what they are, and we can send letters of protest to companies using sweatshops. We can see what brands use sweatshops and which don't, and try to steer clear of those that do. It's time to make fair trade the only trade.